Well, hello. I'm going to show you how to make pineapple wine. I'm bottling pineapple wine. Now, I made my pineapple wine in these plastic jugs. Most people say use glass. You don't have to. And that is a distilled water glass. Okay. And then I use these kind of bottles. I wash soapy water, rinse them about 3 times, and then I put about a tablespoon of vodka in them. And I pour them from bottle to bottle, sterilizing each bottle. Now this is the vodka I use. You can use you can use moonshine. And if you don't have vodka, you can use distilled vinegar. And if you don't have distilled vinegar, you can use your own pineapple vinegar. All right, we got that out of the way. Now, what this did, let me put you down here a little bit lower. It made me 5 bottles. A gallon of it made me about 5 bottles of this wine. Now these 2 came from Amazon. This one I found at a thrift store. I think I got this one at a garage sale, so on and so forth. But once you sterilize your bottles and make sure everything's sterilized here, and I leave them in vinegar or alcohol because I just watched a place where this guy, he went into really detail. You had to buy this, buy that. Well, hell, go buy the wine, as much shit he bought. Now, what I did over here, I had another one just like this, is this is a distilled water jug. Got my serpentine bubbler, and that's about all you need. Now, what I did with the pineapple, if you watch one of my videos, all I used was the core and the outside husk, and put it in here and made my wine. Now, I can use a deal to tell you how much alcohol's in it, but I don't, because I cook with my wine. I don't really drink it, I cook with it. And like I said, you can buy extra little bottles of wine or whatever, or this is apple do, and use it as a sterilizer. You can buy a sterilizer off of Amazon. They got them, but I don't. I just use alcohol or vinegar or my homemade vinegar, and now this will go in my wine cabinet after it's already been sterilized and everything else. You'll see how long it's going to make to I can keep it up to 10 years, it don't matter. But I usually keep it about a year, maybe 2. But when I make certain stuff, see how pretty it is? I'll make certain stuff, and then you can tell it's got alcohol in it. You see the little tiny bubbles. When you give it a little shake, you'll see the bubbles up here, but you'll see a little bitty ones coming all the way up. That's alcohol. Now, when I cook with it, it cooks the alcohol off. But like I said, you can use anything like this size, or any kind of jar that's got a good seal on it, and keep it. But I use these those glass jars to do it, and it usually makes about 5 of them. That made 5 then. That one there will make a little bit more depending on the size of the bottle. But if you don't have vodka, or what did they go to? Vinegar. You can use your own vinegar. And I just use regular old yeast, baking yeast that you do bread with. You can buy wine yeast. You can buy all kinds of fancy stuff. I never was that fancy. But like I said, I told you about my wax paper and my vinegar. I'm going to make some honey mead wine. But right now, I've got plenty of this wine to put up, put the vinegar back up. My experiment over here is doing really good. It's got a SCOBY in it. This is broccoli and cauliflower vinegar that I've been washing it for over a month. But learn to make your own wine. I got all kinds. Elderberry wine. I've got possum grape wine. I've got watermelon wine. But I use the other part of the pineapple, the fruit instead of the husk. See, what I do is I put the core and the husk in here for 30 days. Then I take that off and just keep the juice for another 30 days. And then I bottle it up after I sterilize it, and it's good for 25, 30 years if you want to keep it that long. It usually don't last long around here. I don't drink it, but I cook with it. I cook everything. But it'll turn it. After a while, you get a little steel at the bottom. Now, most wine bottles have this nipple, I call it, on the inside. See that little nipple? Well, that little nipple is for the sediment to go around it. Well, I don't worry about that much because I ain't drinking it. But that's all wine bottles, good wine bottles, got that nipple on the inside. You'll notice these do not have a nipple. They don't have no nipple on the inside. But it don't have to have. And then this is a different type of cork. It's a rubber cork. Most time they use the corks and pressure them in there and then dip them in wax and all that fancy stuff. I don't do that. Because you can drink it. It's good to drink. You can make a nice evening drink out of it. You know, I always slice a pineapple or whatever. Drop some cherries in it or whatever. Just make a nice pineapple drink. But my main thing is cooking. I cook with it. I cook with my vinegars. I make my medicines out of my vodka. Or I make my own medicines out of the alcohol I make. I like the higher proof. This is 100 proof. But I like the higher proof alcohols to make medicine out of. And I made my medicines out of vinegar if the people don't want no alcohol in their cough medicine or whatever. And I also, when I buy vodka, I make my olive oil. And not olive oil, but my vanilla oil extract out of my vodka. You can make it out of oils or whatever, but I like it out of vodka. It breaks it down a little bit. Like I said, you can see the little bubbles in it. But learn to make your own stuff. Like I said, vinegars, alcohols, jellies, jams, can your food up. It's going to get bad, people. My friend says, well, you just want to tell them you told them so. No, I don't want to tell them anything. All I'm saying, get ready. Because even if it don't, you want to have this stuff on hand. It's like I told my friend, I said, well, I can live on $20 a week or $25 or so a month or whatever. She said, because you've already put it up. Yes, I've already put it up. My daughter, God bless her, she said, we was talking about, she said, I'll just go to the store and buy a good wine or whatever. I said, okay, because you make good money. But I said, remember in year 2020, I said you couldn't buy toilet paper and for your company because you and your girls didn't have none in the offices. You came to my house to get some. Yeah, I remember that, Dad. I said, we couldn't go to the store and buy anything, could you? No. I said, I told you to put stuff up, didn't I? Yeah. I said, and toilet paper was one of them. Paper towels. But I said, yeah, I can make it if I don't have to buy anything because I don't waste anything. Banana peels, I'll dry them, grind them up in my little bullet grinder, and then I put them up along with bell peppers, anything you can dry, powdered eggs. I mean, there's no sense doing out of anything. And if you want a pH test your vinegars, because you should be around 3.5, 4. But like I said, wine is one of the things you can barter with. You can barter with alcohol. You can barter with tobacco. All the kind of you can barter with spices, food, clothing, everything is tradable. You don't have to have money if money ain't no good. Besides, you can't eat money. I've learned that a long time ago. You can't eat that money. Don't do you a bit of good. But like I said, my friend wants me to send her some stuff through the mail, but I'm afraid this glass will break. But I'm telling you, get ready, get prepared. I was telling her she's a pair of Canada today, by the way. I told her, I said, I can't even everything, even the squeal off of a pig if I can get away with it. But my microgreens are doing good. Everything's doing real good. I was into the wine. I've got one more batch of wine, then I'm going to hold off on wine a while and move to something else. My wine cabinet is getting pretty dang full. This is an old-fashioned. This is an old-fashioned black walnuts or pecans or almonds. It's a grinder. You turn it upside down and grind it and put it over your food. I found that in the box the other day when I was looking for something else. Here's some this is honey glaze. I'm gonna glaze me some mom and that. But like I said, these high-dollar vinegars that you buy, you make it. You don't want to know what this one little jar costs about $40. And I can make it. There ain't no sense of buying something when you can make it yourself. I'm going to get my distiller out and distill some of this and make brandy and stuff, pineapple brandy. I'll be doing on that one. But I've been really busy making my vinegars, making my wine, canning my jellies and jams and my stews, my pinto beans, everything I need. And now this summer, when I get out, you see the big jugs behind me, I'll make 5 and 10 gallons of raw wine. You know, I might make some redbud wine, make redbud jelly, make redbud wine, make some watermelon wine. I have these big jugs in the back. I'll do my watermelon and pour all my juice in there and let it set another 35, 45 days. Like that sign, that song we got, watermelon crawl. Look it up, it sounds pretty good. But I've been busy. That's why I really ain't made a lot of videos. But this here by vinegar's got the mother in it. You can see the mother in the bottle. This one here's got a Stobie in it. That's it right there on top. Little white Stobie. And stock up on this if you don't want to make your own alcohol. You can trade this stuff. You can use this stuff for sterilizing wounds and everything else. And if you ain't got that, you can sterilize a wound with honey, pure honey. Make sure it's the good stuff. This here costs $12 a pint, I think. But store up on all your products. I gotta go. I just had another video to make and messed it up, so I made you another. But I've got, I think I make some grape jelly today or something. I don't know why I get started. I don't plan nothing every day. I did plan pouring this pineapple wine up. I did plan that because I wanted to get it up. Boy, it looks good though. It smells good too. Now this one's got another 10 days or so to make it. It's 10 days behind this one. And I gotta go. Gotta let my dogs in. I had to put them outside because they won't let me make a video. I'm trying to see what else I got to do. Here's a good jug. I buy all glass. I save a lot of glass too. I will let you go, watch the video, and just like I said, you don't have to get fancy. When they start having more, you got 5, 6, 7 chemicals and all that stuff. All I did to make this wine was a little bit of sugar, and now this one here didn't have to have no sugar. Maybe half a cup to kick off the yeast, but it was yeast, which is about a tablespoon, half a cup of sugar to a cup. The pineapple's sweet anyway. The scraps off of my pineapple, I was gonna make my pineapple jelly off of them, and the core, and that was it. Let it set for 30 days. Take the fruit out of it, and then let it set another 30 days to just the juice. And then, there it is, I'm done. But I've got a bunch of stuff to do, and today I ain't even at breakfast yet. I will let you go. Talk to you later. Boys, it's